All right, well, this is my super duper ultra, it's all done now. My four bases for my air cleaner base test. So this is entitled Drop Base Air Cleaner Basics. I'll be reading a script so I don't mumble over myself as I always do. So hang on. All right, so this is the K&N. I don't know. They sell it. It's just the basic drop base air cleaner base, whatever. As you can see here, it is not clearing the fuel adjustment on the carburetor bowl, so you have to use probably about a 1/4 inch spacer. I don't like this one because it has sharp corners on the top, and it's got kind of sharp corners going into the carburetor. So I poo-pooed this thing on a video a little while ago. So I'll show you my next thing that I did. Hold on. So then I did this one, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. Look at that nice curved, gentle, whatever. It's all good. And look at how high the vent tubes are on the carburetor. Very good. But if you notice near the bottom of the air cleaner base where the filter would sit in there, it's pretty tight. And then I thought, well, let me just see how much hood clearance I have. Maybe I can work something out. So then I came up with this one. Hold on. So I got the same base, but I put a 1/2 inch air cleaner spacer on top of the carburetor, and I thought, wow, that's awesome. Then I have all the airflow. It's going to come around the dome, and then it's going to drop straight down, and I'll get great atomization, blah, blah, blah. But I failed to see that the airflow was very close to probably disturbing the vents. So not a good idea. And I didn't really need that much of a drop base since I had added a spacer to the bottom of the base dome. So this is what I ended up with in my current setup. Hold on. Oh yeah, how do you like that one? So I have a drop base, but it's only about 1 inch instead of about 2 inches. And look at how high those vent tubes are. And then I don't need to have the air cleaner spacer on top of the carburetor, which isn't a bad idea, but it would bring the dome too close to the vent. So now look what I got. And what I did is I spent like 4 hours trying to find someone that made a small dome-ish elliptical air cleaner base like this, but I couldn't find anybody that did it. So naturally, I had to do it myself. So what I did is I cut the base, as you can see, where the line is on the top, and then I just basically formed it together, dropping it down to the appropriate amount, and then I pop riveted it together. So yeah, that's what I got. That's what I'm working with now. And I'll show you what it looks like with the filter on. Hold on. So this is with the 4-inch filter on my domed base that I had added the 1/2 inch spacer to, which I think the top of the vents are too close to the airflow, might disturb it. So I wasn't happy with that. So I'll show you what it looks like with my modified 1-inch instead of 2-inch drop base. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's with my 1-inch drop base, custom made, whatever. The vents are sticking up proudly. And look at all the room I have at the base of the filter. It's compressed a little bit, but I picked up at least 3/4 of an inch. This is about 2 5/16 from the top of that dome to the base of a flat top air cleaner, which I don't use, so I have a little bit more than that. But before, it was like 1 and 11/16, which is really compressing that air. Not good. And let me show you what it would look like with the 3-inch air cleaner, which I'll bet you a lot of guys are running. Hold on. Okay, so this is with the regular dome without the spacer underneath the air cleaner to the carburetor. But with the 3-inch filter, which I'll bet you most guys are using due to hood clearance, the vent tubes look good, but oh man, there is absolutely no room for the air to get in that filter and then get sucked into that carburetor without causing a lot of problems. So let me show you what it looks like with my setup and a 3-inch. Hold on. Okay, so this is my 1-inch drop base air cleaner setup with no space or anything with the 3-inch element. Yeah, the vent tubes look good, and yeah, there's a lot of compression between the top of the dome and the top of the air cleaner. Some guys will use a domed lid. I prefer to use an air box. I'll show you what that looks like with the 4-inch filter, which it was designed for. Hold on. So that's what I'm working with a finished product. 4-inch air cleaner assembly with the 4-inch. Those are actually just aluminum dryer vent elbows, and then of course you got to tape it up nice to hold the shape and make it look cool. But man, I'm telling you, this I'm expecting, you know what, I'm expecting a 10th from my best previous setup because of the airflow and the non-disturbance of the vent. So I'll let you know how it works out next summer. All right? Bye-bye now.